Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Hentges with Beyond the Chart, and in this technical analysis of the stock market video, I'm going to check in on the SPY, QQQ, the Homebuilders, semiconductors, Apple, Facebook, and Alibaba. So let's start off here with the SPY. SPY was down 5.23 on Friday, big move down. I've been looking for a 5-wave sequence to the upside. Now, I've been very cautious about this as this started to, slow down and drag out here to the right. I've been talking about potential alternate counts and all of this type of thing. The critical part of this wave count is in Elliott wave structure. Wave 4 cannot overlap wave 1. So if we are in wave 4 in a pullback, we cannot go below this high right here, which is 210.92. We do that, then that invalidates this wave structure, this wave count, and we're doing something else. We may have already peaked out, I'm not sure, but right now we just got to give it the benefit of the doubt right now and wait and see if it does take it out. So 211 is not very far away. Now on the Dow Industrials, it's already invalidated that wave count, and I have moved to an alternate count, and I've shared that with my insider members. We're not going to talk about that today. The QQQs, the same type thing. Now, the Qs have got a little bit more distance to go before it invalidates it, but this is the same structure where it looks like we're in a wave 4 pullback. We're talking about the high here of intermediate wave 1 at 111.44. We break below that, and this whole 5-wave sequence is out the window. It just doesn't work in terms of the 4th wave. So that's what we're looking at here with the SPY and the QQQs. Let's take a look at the Homebuilders. The damage on the Homebuilders was pretty significant on Friday. I talked about how we pulled back to this long-term trend line that had been broken back here in December, January, and we got the big snapback into April, dropped away, came back again here in July, and then we stalled out this big sideways move, and now we're collapsing again. We break down through this trend line here around 33.5 or so, and I think that's going to be very, very negative. As you can see, this long-term trend line is the trend line. Well, actually, it's not super long-term, but it's from the fall of 2014, that October low. So it's still, what this has got the potential to do is to set up a very large top in here. We break this trend line, we come on down. You can see how this low is almost exactly equal to that low right in here, just like that. And you can just see the huge top that has the potential to form. Of course, right now, the first thing that's got to happen is it's got to break down through here and then come on down. And that's what we'll be watching to see if it happens. The next one is the semiconductors. The semiconductors have been very extreme, very strong move in here. And I've been talking about how the fact that they've been riding the upper end of the Keltner channel and really gotten to an extreme in terms of pushing it. And so finally, they've now gotten a breakdown pullback here. I'm counting this as the 3rd intermediate wave. The wave count is a lot clearer in here than what it's been even on some of our indices. And so I am now looking for a 4th wave pullback, and this is the pullback zone that I'm looking for. This is my 55-day moving average that I use. This is the 21. This is a 10 exponential. These two are simple. And this is the pullback zone I'm looking for. So we'll see if it starts to get some stability down in here somewhere between 62.5 and where it's at right now. All right, that's semiconductors. And the next one we're going to take a look at is Apple. And, Apple dropped off here pretty strong the last couple of days. I got the moving average cross over here about a week or so ago. When did that happen? Right at the end of August. And I was looking at that, and I was waiting as this pulled back. I was waiting, it was going to enter, but then I got this huge bar, and I didn't want to enter on that bar. I don't like doing that, having setups on what I call a WR7 bar, the widest ranging bar of the last 7 days. Now, it continued to pull back. Here we are at the top of a big gap. So the real question is support going to come in here, or is this going to continue to break down and close this gap? The thing about Apple, it's in a downtrend, okay? And it has been lower highs. This high, strong rally, but this high is lower than this high. And this low is lower than this low right here. Okay, so we're in a downtrend, although it seems to be a little bit of a sideways push in here with some big oscillating moves going on. But right now, you got to say the short-term trend is to the downside. So that's the way that looks. Facebook, on the other hand, just keeps trending up. I mean, it's just amazing how this stock just keeps riding and riding and riding. Now, the thing that's very interesting to me is this looks like a very large ending diagonal or wedge pattern, but it has refused to break down out of it. And right now, I'm really not even between this point and this close right in here, these two closes, these two peaks. I'm only getting divergence on one of three indicators that I like to use, key indicators. And so right now, I don't have a lot of faith that that truly is, the end here. It is breaking down. If it starts to break down a little bit further, we'll continue to watch it and see if it rolls over, which it could. I mean, it's done it back over in here. I had a pretty sharp move here. But right now, you got to say, this is not something I'm looking to short until it starts to get a lot weaker. It's been very, very strong. Now, Alibaba has been very, very strong. Nice moves. We've had my insider members in the membership. We've had a couple really nice trades that played out in here and in here. Matter of fact, we just exited the second half on Friday at the close and turned out very, very well. So this to me looks like a three-wave move so far. I'd be looking for a pullback and then another move up into a fifth wave, because I think Alibaba is in a nice little channel here, and we'll see how far it decides to pull back. My initial target might be right in here, but it could come down to the top of the gap, or it might want to come back down and even close the gap. But this has been very, very strong with a lot of volume, so it may not even come down and close that gap. So that's the picture on Apple, Facebook, Alibaba, and the market for this weekend. If you're not watching this on my website, head on over to the website. Got an interesting post I want to show you. Okay, today's post is all about the energy sector, XLE. And so we're looking at Okay, so today's post is all about the energy sector, XLE. So I get into that. I look at the chart, we look at it and evaluate it. I talk about the three biggest holdings, ExxonMobil, Chevron, and Schlumberger. So we talk about all three of those in the post. So head on over to joehentges.net and check it out. All right, everyone, have a great rest of the weekend. We'll talk to you on the next video.